podcast. Welcome to the G Spot. I'm your host, G Baby, and today we are here with McKenna Moore, the young influencer and the content creator. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I see you have a A&T shirt, sweater on. Do you attend there?
Yes, I do attend North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. I'm going to my sophomore year. So.
Okay. And you are a West Potomac alum.
Yes.
Okay. Shout out to Go Blue.
Yeah.
But I want to dive into it because in this day and age, the platform that they give, the people are becoming millionaires off of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get my social media game up as I have the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But for you, you already have been successful in the social media game, and you have how many followers?
Right now, I'm like at 7.6K or 7.7K, something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Let's talk to how'd you gain that amount?
Well, I came to A&T with like 2,000 followers, and then going to A&T, like, you have to put yourself out there. So I just started like posting more. I'm on like the fashion side of it, so wearing my outfits, taking a picture, and just posting it. And like honestly, like the A&T community really came through for me, and that's when I started getting on like the Explore page, and my post started like not blowing up, but blowing up kind of.
Right.
So yeah, that's just basically where it started.
Okay, and you just happened just to fall in love with it after you just seeing it just grow and grow.
Yeah.
It can be tedious, but how often do you post?
I post probably like 1 to 3 times a week. Just because I don't like to space it out too much, because if you take too much time off of Instagram, unfortunately, like your insights, which is like the statistics of your posts and stuff like that in your account, it'll slow down. Even though I do like to take breaks, I don't like to like space my post out too much, so pretty frequently, yeah.
And you say you're on a fashion side. Do you have a love for fashion?
Yeah, I've always had a love for fashion, but I feel like growing up in this community, a fashion career or a social media career is not really as supported as it is like a government job, because we live right near DC and stuff like that. So I've always had like a hidden love for it, but like I said, when I got to A&T, it really started to be like supported, and I started to network and like be able to create those opportunities for myself. So.
Okay. When you at A&T, you did. Were you in or did you attend a fashion show?
I was in a fashion show.
Okay, let's talk about that experience.
It was literally like the best experience ever, and I did it because mostly like I wanted to do something to get out of my comfort zone, because it was second semester. First semester was a struggle. I didn't have no friends, like not one friend.
Okay.
I didn't go out at all. Like in the second semester, I got into the swing of it. So I went to the model call, and I was like, okay, just let me see if I like it. And I really liked it. It was really nerve-wracking, but did it anyways. And then I got picked to be in the show. And then I got a designer. She happened to be from Southeast, so like we already had that type of connection. And then she styled me, walked in the show. It was like 20, 30 of us, and it went great. And then I ended up being on her, I think her name is Felita Harris. She works with Tiffany & Co.
Okay.
So I was able to get on her Instagram, which was like a big accomplishment for me. She said it was one of her favorite looks. So yeah, so it was pretty good.
Yeah. Did you ever thought that we get a point where people would be actually proud of being posted on someone else's social media? I know. It's like a dream come true, right?
It really is, yeah.
How do you feel about the whole being a content creator and a YouTube influencer?
Instagram.
Yeah.
But I like it, but I feel like it comes with like, you really have to be confident in yourself before you start it, because even though like I'm not, famous or anything, and I'm not that big, people will always pick on you. People will always be in your DMs on some just like weird type time. So you have to know yourself before you want to get on the rise like that. Because I could have just like, if I really wanted to stop the followers, I could. But the more content I create and I post, the more that comes in. But you have to be ready for all aspects of it.
Do you think that do you think you have to carry yourself a certain way in public, just the fact that you're growing on social media?
Literally. So like going to A&T, everything is about clout.
Okay.
So, and they will throw that Hollywood term around just because you have followers.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got to a point where I'm just like, I'm not the most friendliest like person. I'm not, you know, super outgoing, super social. Like Danae, she's always been super social, but I'm not the type of person to speak first.
Okay.
I have to feel the vibe. And I mean, that might come off as like rude, but I don't really care. That's just how I am.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to change my personality for followers. Like,
right,
if you
right,
think, because it's like also the narrative where pretty girls have to be nice or
yeah,
they're going to come off as, you know, and it's just like, I don't care. Like, if you think I'm unfriendly, that's fine. But
do you get that stereotype pretty light-skinned girl at A&T?
All the time. Hollywood, this, that, the third, but it's just like, I don't even know what Hollywood is for real. Like, at the end of the day, none of us are really famous Beyonce status, so you don't even know what Hollywood is. Just calm down.
Right.
Just a number.
You said that you eventually you wanted to get to 100,000 followers. How are you going to accomplish that?
Well, like I said, like there's a lot of networking opportunities at A&T. So far, I just really want to continue to network and just like continue to put myself out there. That's gonna come with like creating content and creating reels and stuff like that. But it also comes with like, you know, carrying yourself the right way, because you don't, you know, obviously want to be perceived as somebody that's just doing something for like followers or money. So I think I'm just going to continue to just like tap into that side of where I really need to start just networking with people and stuff like that.
Okay, I think that's very beautiful, because a lot of people wouldn't think to use this school as a platform to grow.
Yeah.
And your major, you said off air, you said you had switched it into
from business management, entrepreneurship to fashion merchandising and design.
Which is what you want to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
When you take those classes, what do you want to get out of it? Because I mean, there's a lot goes on in those classes.
Yeah. I want to like. So basically, the class I'm taking now, which is the first class that I'm taking out of this whole major, because I just started this summer. So.
Right.
We talk a lot about like race and fashion and how that ties into one another. So I really want to like, obviously like I'm Black, so I really want to like focus on how like we created fashion and like what we should continue to do with it, because obviously it's a lot of cultural appropriation and stuff. So I just want to continue to focus on where it came from, how to like build off of that in like a positive light, and not have it like, I don't know, not have it looked at as something like negative just because it came from like Black culture and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Who are some of your, let's say, in the fashion world, figures that you look at, like Rihanna or Beyonce or Kim Kardashian?
I mean, one of them is like definitely like Kim Kardashian, but she's like more of like general, because obviously, you know, she's very successful, she's beautiful, stuff like that, and she's like becoming iconic in the fashion world. But I think a real like influence, I think it would probably have to be. Yeah, I really have to think.
Well, let's say one that you probably like, you go to their Instagram just to see what they had on. Do you have one of those?
Yeah, like Jada Waiter.
Okay.
Or like Rihanna.
Okay.
Lori Harvey, so people like that.
Okay. The fashion industry is growing fast, like very, very fast. When you graduate, we speak into existence. What do you want to get into as far as fashion?
Well, my plan is to move right to Atlanta after I graduate. I don't want to come back home at all. So
okay.
Yeah, I'm not coming back here. So hopefully by then my followers are straight and I already have some type of income coming in from like brands and stuff like that, or already have my own brand started. But I definitely want to be more of like a freelance like catalog model. So basically like Jada Waiter, she came out with her new drop. So I would want to do things like model for her, something like that. Right. Yeah.
Because now they, I don't know what it's called, but now they'll send you outfits for you to post, and then you I guess like Fashion Nova, like that. Is there anyone? Well, you already said Jada Waiter. Do you have a desire to create your own fashion? line?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I actually just got like a name idea for it.
Okay.
So
You want to give it exclusive on the Jeep
no,
shop?
I don't want to give it actually.
Thought I had one there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what is it? I mean, everyone has a lane. Just regular like sweaters, jackets, or bathing suits, or what is when people come to purchase? What are they purchasing from you?
Well, I want to start with like the women's side of it, so I don't think I'm gonna initially make anything for men yet.
Okay.
But more like lounger, like fitted loungewear, kind of like do you know Kim Kardashian's brand Skims?
No, not
Okay.
familiar with it.
Well, basically, it's just like comfortable loungewear, but it's cute that you could like wear outside. So kind of like thermal leggings, but like a cute version.
All right.
If that makes sense. Yeah, like sets and stuff like that, because I love matching sets. So it'll be something like that.
Do you have a particular let's say mission statement behind your brand?
Well, not yet, because I'm just now like actually starting to really get into work. Because the name was really what was stunning me. I was like, I need to figure out the name and then figure out like a meaning. But it definitely will be something with like inclusivity, like in sizes and like race and stuff like that.
Okay. Since you're a woman and you attend the HBCU, so I always try to get a little bit of battle, versus men. Do you think it's men have taken over the fashion industry?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Not even a little bit?
No.
I mean, Kanye, Travis, it's some hot.
I mean, I think they're on the rise, but I don't know. That's a hard question.
I mean, we know women are the number one consumers.
Yeah.
But, men have dived deep into actually women fashion.
Okay.
And, Steve Madden is actually a male, so you know that. Will you tap into the shoe industry too?
Yeah, I might tap into it, but that'll be like a little bit later down the line. Maybe they have taken over just a little bit, because I think of like Virgil and stuff like that. He had a huge impact, but I don't think they necessarily taken over yet. Yeah.
What's the perks of you attending the HBCU?
First of all, I go to the best HBCU ever. Like, I have the time of my life. NCCU, FAMU, Howard, all of that. No. Okay, A&T is where it is.
Okay.
Like, it's in the number one thing about A&T is that it just feels like a huge family. Like, there's going to be some stink people here and there, but like, if they're stink, everybody knows they're stink. And that's just like how positive it is. Like, everybody is just like so cool with each other. Like, when we go to parties or if we're having like a fashion show or like a recital or whatever, like, we're always like together in like a unit, and we're never like against each other. Mm-hmm. And you need that, like, especially if you're at HBC, like, we're all here for a reason. So if we're not gonna get along, what's the point? So that's definitely the best thing. And then, like I said, like opportunities and stuff like that, and just being in a like environment where you can feel yourself. Like, I was just like, the first week when I got to A&T and I saw a girl walking down the hallway with a bonnet, like, it was the best day of my life. I was like, because white people, at West Po, would never see
coming
that.
From a predominantly white school, because I attended GHO.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
this year?
Yeah. Nah, not this year. I'm too old for this. Oh. But it was a great experience, and they still hold the title. To be honest. Mm-hmm. Far as a young influencer, what do you have to say to those who's trying to enter the fashion industry?
Well, like I said before, like, you have to go into it knowing who you are, and you also have to be willing to not compromise yourself, because people will try to make you do that all the time. So.
Listen, like, you're a very confident person. Where do you get that from?
First, my parents. Okay. They're both very confident people, but I also get it because I didn't have a lot of confidence when I was growing up. I don't feel like I really got confident until it was time for me to go to college. Like, that's when I was like, okay, like, now I know who I am. Right. But before, I wasn't confident at all. I was bullied for a really long time. Okay. So
it seemed like you showed to yourself. What made you step outside the box and say, I'm gonna go this. I'm going to meet new people. I'm going to attend things. I'm gonna put myself out there. Where did you just
because I know if you don't, like, you will never know. Yeah. Like, you will never reach your full potential. And life is too short for that. And if we weren't supposed to be doing something, God wouldn't have placed it in our life. So, you know, you just gotta take the opportunities that He's gonna give you.
All right. You know, as far as social media, how do you take the constructive criticism? Because, you know, everyone's not going to like your pictures. Everyone's not going to give you a good compliment. But those who, you know, have, you know, that you don't really care for, but they say that, do you like kind of go off their vibe? Will you change anything yourself?
No, I don't really care, to be honest, because I've been, you know, growing up, like, you're gonna get constructive criticism from like your peers and classmates and stuff like that. So I just got to a point where I don't really care anymore. But it just one thing that did bother me, I was like participating in like YouTube videos with my friend. He has YouTube, well, he not my friend anymore, but he had a YouTube channel or whatever.
Right.
And that criticism that I got from that was kind of hard, and I think I took it hard because it wasn't coming straight to me, like it was coming through him and then to me. And then I was just like, okay, like I just need to not put myself in that position anymore and take full control of how people are going to view me. Because I'd rather somebody go directly on my post and say something instead of going through somebody else's YouTube channel and how they perceive me. So other than that, I don't really care because you're not putting money in my pocket. So
right, being on Instagram, you have to have tough skin. Do you ever, are you a hard critic on yourself when you're posting things? Do you change your outfit 50 times, or you filter this, filter that? What's the process of you posting?
Okay, so first I'll just find an outfit. Usually I already have a vision. Okay. So unless I'm having a bad day, it won't take me long to find an outfit and do my hair how I do it, makeup if I do it. Sometimes I like posting without a lot of makeup. And then I'll just take the pictures. And I don't like Photoshop or anything unless I'm Photoshopping something out. I don't Photoshop myself, but I might like clean up, like, I don't know, if my eyelashes are falling out, like I'll put me in some eyelashes. And then just make sure like the scenery looks good, and then I just post.
Okay. Do you have a specific spot in your house, in your dorm room, or?
Just all over. If I just see somewhere, I'll take a picture of it and I'll just like go back later.
Do you have your own photographer? Because I mean, people get real in depth with this stuff. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I get in depth. Honestly, like whatever friend is around me, they know I'm gonna have for super.
Okay. All right.
I have my little light box that's real bright. It's like a big studio light, but it's small.
Okay.
Got my battery. Me and my best friend, we just went to the garage and we brought a whole tripod out and the light box, and we took those pictures.
What? How many? Does it take 30, 40 minutes? Your process, how long does it take? Because I know people spend hours for one.
No, I mean, I feel like I get my pictures in under 10 minutes. Okay. Because I'll make it work.
All right. And is it a certain time frame that you like to post?
Yeah, 2, 4, 5:30 to 6 and above. Okay. Below 9:30.
Okay. And is this something that you just learned, or just something that you studied?
Yeah, I studied it and I learned it over time. Yeah. Okay,
all right. So it is a real thing. People don't think that it is a real thing.
Oh yeah, like I would be crazy to post at 11:30. That's insane. I can't do that.
All right. What's your most powerful moment right now attending the HBCU?
Well, like right now, our student orientations has been going on. Okay. So, like a lot of my friends are like ASLs, which are Aggie student leaders, and they basically just show the incoming freshmen around the school. So, just seeing like my HBCU like all over these different types of platforms, like all the HBCU pages, and they're just blowing up and stuff like that. Like it just makes me so proud of them because it's a lot of work. Yeah. First of all, we're at a HBCU that makes everything 10 times harder, and it's just like. All HBCUs are great and stuff like that, but you know, when you can really highlight your school, it just makes you really proud because we know that we're bringing people like into a really good environment. Yeah. So yeah.
When you get the 100,000 followers, how are you going to benefit from that?
Well, hopefully by then I'll have like some financial income, like some steady income, and by then I want to have my brand like been ready, you know, to go. Wait, what was the question? I'm sorry.
When you get the 100,000 followers, how are you going to benefit from them?
So yeah, and then I just want to like create more. Hopefully, obviously I'll have more exposure and stuff to more opportunities and like deals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. You attending the HBCU and you using that you using the HBCU as a platform. When you use it as a platform, do you think it's a positive or negative? Because we know it's HBCU, so predominantly black school.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to have an effect when you get to other races?
I mean, yeah, I feel like it would have a negative effect if like that person was like racist or like against HBCUs.
Just because it's saying that we are at a day and age that people will pick stuff just because of who you are.
Yeah. And also like I feel like if you have, because most of us we have like at NCAT Aggies or like NCAT CU like in our bio and stuff like that.
Right, exactly.
So like if you see that, like people just automatically have that assumption of what type of person you are, like probably stuck up, fashion or social media, or like STEM, like really, really smart, it's
Do you want to pledge?
I'm actually not supposed to answer that question, so I don't know.
Just testing you, I know that.
Yeah.
That's
good. Yeah.
To the young people who trying to be content creators, what do you have to say to them, or can they reach out to you and get advice?
Yeah, you can definitely reach out to me on my Instagram at McKenna Moore. It's MAKINNA and then MORE. But some advice would probably just be like I said, like you have to know who you are before going into it, because it's brutal. Like
anything else you want to give us? Anything exclusive that you're working on that we can expect from you in the future?
Just know when I get to 10K, it's up from there. Yeah.
All right. I want to say thank you for coming on. It was beautiful to meet you and to meet a young influencer and someone who attends a HBCU, and also using your school as a platform is a beautiful thing. Just not just going out there doing something that is highlighting the school, because people go to school and it's just like they go to school, they don't use it. But obviously you have a different mindset and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you guys for watching G Baby.